everybody, I'm Richard Osman. Welcome to House of Games. It's one of those weeks you wish didn't have to come to an end, but it does. We're going to give away our trophy today. It's been an absolutely cracking week. 4 cracking players. One of them is going to take this trophy. Our players this week have been and remain Steve Cram, Josie Long, Jeanette Kwakye, and Lloyd Griffith. Welcome, everybody. What a week, Steve.
I'd like to call it a roller coaster ride, but it's felt as though mainly I've been at the bottom of the roller coaster.
You have had a win, though. You have had a win,
high.
Exactly. You've had a win. Josie, you've had 3 wins.
Yeah.
Would you like to take a look at our leaderboard?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah, I bet you would. Lloyd and Jeanette currently in bronze medal position there with 9. Steve, you had 10. Josie, 14. But it's double points Friday. So 8 points for a win today, 6 for second, and 4 for third, and so on. Josie, just slow and steady today, or are you going to absolutely just hammer down?
I'm going to try my hardest, but I feel like there's a lot of, I don't want to say animosity, but I feel like there's a lot of vibes between us now, and we're all going to try very hard.
I think competitiveness is the word you're looking for. You very kindly gave a prize to Lloyd yesterday, but honestly, one of the funniest moments on House of Games ever is your win yesterday by 1 point over Jeanette and Lloyd. I don't think either of you took that defeat too well.
It was like a football match, but where the other player comes over, pats you on the back, and then just gives you a fondue set.
Yeah, that was
hadn't
nice.
happened before, I think.
That was lovely, wasn't it?
It was
Fondue
lovely, yeah.
set for you. Jeanette, shall we take a look at today's prizes?
Let's do it, please.
You can choose between one of these, the
Oh,
deck
wow.
chair, the espadrilles, eau de cologne, the sparkling wine and the action doll there.
Saved the best till last.
Yeah, didn't we just? Jeanette, what do you fancy there?
Those espadrilles, my name all over them. I love
Beautiful.
it. Yeah.
You are due a win.
I've had another chat with myself and I've come ready for today. This is it. You know,
Excellent.
This is the Olympic final now. We're here, ready
Beautiful.
now.
And that's
Yeah.
spoken to someone who's actually been in an Olympic final. Lloyd, is this a bit like an Olympic final, do you think?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, very similar.
Very, very similar.
I'd quite like today for Josie to win me the deck chair, if that's OK.
Josie, what would you like? What would you go for if you were to win today?
Well, if I won and it was for me, I think I would get the action figure.
No, well, good. How lovely.
I think it's cool.
That's a nice thought. And Steve, what would you go for?
Having early in the week won a toolbox, I feel as though the action figure kind of goes with it. If nothing else, to put it in it and put it away.
Just
But yeah,
peeking out over the top like that.
yeah.
That's a lovely idea.
yeah.
Listen, it's been a terrific week of quizzing, OK? Josie, you've won 3. Steve, you've won 1. Jeanette and Lloyd, you have been so close. I would love for you to win one. Someone's going to win today and someone's going to win that trophy as well. Should we play Friday's House of Games?
Let's do it.
OK, our first round today is Direction Centre. I'm going to go down the line. I'm going to read you all out a sentence. OK, your sentence is incorrect. However, if you change one word, it becomes correct. So you just have to tell us what word you want to change and to what. Steve, we'll start with you. In 2016, the official height of Ben Kingsley increased by 1 metre, thanks to improvements in technology since their last measurement.
The wrong word there has to be metre. I'm presuming I'm going to change it to centimetre.
So you're going to change metre to centimetre. OK, let's see, is that correct? It's not. Would anyone else like to buzz in? Josie?
Is it Nevis for Kingsley?
Kingsley for Nevis.
I'm so sorry. So sorry.
It was Richard's response, though, going,
Threw me
OK.
completely.
Is correct, Josie.
Oh, that's a good start.
Ben Nevis increased by 1 metre. Ben Kingsley, his height is unchanged at time of recording. Josie, an incorrect statement for you.
Okay.
It's not going to get better than that, you know that. 10 P.G. Wodehouse stories featuring Bertie Wooster and his valet were published in a collection called Carry On, Cowboy.
Oh, OK, substitute cowboy for Jeeves.
Carry On, Jeeves? That's the correct answer. Well done. Well done, Josie. Jeanette,
Yes.
one for you. In 2014, Kylie Minogue donated her famous gold tooth to the Performing Arts Museum in Melbourne.
In 2014, Kylie Minogue donated her famous gold hot pants to the Performing Artists Museum in Melbourne.
You're changing tooth to hot pants. Let's take a look. Well played, Jeanette. Tooth to hot pants.
Hot pants.
Talking of tooth to hot pants, it is Lloyd Griffith.
Thank you.
Lloyd, a statement for you. Mr. Bean, real name Derek Evans, became a fixture on UK TV in the 90s with his day-glow outfits and wacky workouts.
I'm going to change the 90s. No, I'm joking. I'm going to change I'm going to change the word bean
Yes.
to motivator.
Change Bean to motivator. Absolutely, Mr. Motivator, real name Derek Evans. Well played, Lloyd. We're back to you, Crammy. Comeback time. In early DC Comics, Bruce Wayne partnered lithe acrobat Larry Grayson to battle crime as Batman and Robin.
So it's obviously not Larry Grayson. It's...
So you're going to change one of those.
I'm changing Larry to... and I'm going to know it when you say it. Andy.
Is it Andy?
It's not right.
It's not. Anyone want to buzz in with a boy's name? Yes, Lloyd.
I'm going to say, can we change DC to Marvel? And I know that is wrong, but I'm just going to... It's just worth a shot. I
But
think
you do think that Batman teamed up with Larry Grayson, but in a Marvel comic. Let's take a look. Change DC to Marvel. That's incorrect, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Anyone fancy this?
Hi.
Hi.
Could I take a guess that it's Harry Grayson in that is so near and sounds a bit plausible?
It does, doesn't it? Is it Harry Grayson? It's not, I'm afraid. Jeanette?
Mark.
Where did that come from?
Not sure.
Is that the right answer?
Let's have a find. No.
It is not,
it's
I'm
not.
afraid. The answer, Dick. I'm afraid.
No,
Dick
I was going
Grayson.
to say that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm having a
Josie.
great round.
Josie, here's yours. In 2011, Bruno Mars topped the UK singles chart for the 4th time with the Birdie song.
I think it's the Billionaire song.
The Billionaire song? It's not. That is Jeanette.
The Lazy Song.
The Lazy song? Well played, Jeanette. The Lazy song is the answer. Point to you. And Jeanette, it's your question now.
Okay, yep. Let me just get back in.
Due to the Canadian Constitution, Justin Bieber officially reports to the British monarch.
I'm going to kick myself. Due to the Canadian Constitution, Justin officially reports to the British monarch. I've forgotten.
Yeah, I might have to
I've forgotten.
time you out,
Time me
I'm
out,
afraid.
time me
We'll
out.
have a
I
little
can't
buzzer race
believe
here
this.
between Lloyd and Josie and Steve. Lloyd Griffith wins the buzzer race.
Replace Bieber with Trudeau.
Justin Trudeau is the answer. Yeah, well done.
What am I
Justin Trudeau
doing?
reports to the British monarch.
It's the first time that's worked.
Isn't it? Depressing now to find out it was working all along, isn't it? Here is yours. In a surprise victory, cheeky chappy Joe Biden was crowned winner of Dancing on Ice in 2020.
Replace Biden with Swash.
Replace Biden with Swash. Well played. Lovely end to the round for Lloyd Griffith. We are one round down on Friday's House of Games. Let's take a look at the scores, shall we? Steve, yet to get off the mark. Josie and Jeanette, you have 2 points each. Lloyd, you're in the lead with 3 points.
First time.
First time. Nice. Good day to be in the lead, though. Friday, double points Friday.
Come on.
Let's play our second round, shall we? Today it is. All in the details. Pairs game, Steve. Ever since you won, you're so happy, aren't you? Just to kind of sit back.
I haven't got hardly any points, yeah.
Yeah, who would you like to choose to play
I
with?
really don't want to get up and move. Josie, I'll just...
Lovely. That's nice, isn't it?
Lovely.
If you don't want to move, you've chosen Josie. How so many marriages work, isn't it? So all of the details, we gave you some clues to fill in. They're all something to do with history. Okay, Josie, before the show, Steve filled in some clues, and they should lead you to a battle. But which battle is this? So we gave the start of the clues. Steve fills in the details. You can use up to 3 words, and here are your clues. It took place in the year, according to Steve, 1648. It was fought between the English and the invading, according to Steve, Scots.
What?
And it shares its name with a, according to Steve, Chelsea football ground.
Oh, that's deeply frustrating because I feel like I know the Chelsea football ground should just tell me it, and I can't remember where Chelsea play football because I hate Chelsea and I refuse to learn it. Oh, it's something bridge. Something bridge. It's something bridge, isn't it? We all know. Come on.
Should we time you out, Josie?
Come on. 1 second. Yeah, something bridge.
So we don't pass it over, but what would you give as your answer?
Well, based on the third one,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Battle of Stamford Bridge.
Battle of Stamford Bridge. Actually took place in the year 1066.
Yeah.
It was fought between the English and the invading Vikings, and it does share its name with Chelsea
I threw
Football
you,
Ground.
didn't I? All those clues. I just thought that one you'll
Chelsea,
get.
yeah.
The Chelsea one will be it.
It should have. And I'm frustrated because I did know that.
No
But,
worries.
Lloyd,
Yes.
before the show,
Yep.
Jeanette filled in some clues.
Okay.
Okay, and hopefully
Sorry.
they will lead you to a person. So a person from history. His nationality was, according to Jeanette, French. Oh, that's been a recurring theme of the week, isn't it? Is it Charlie Chaplin?
No.
He crafted a new what in 1958, according to Jeanette? Cathedral.
Oh, no.
And he has a what named after him, according to Jeanette? An airport named after him.
It's one of two people, and I always get them wrong. Dali and Gaudi. I'm not sure which one's French. Also, if we're on about Sagrada Familia, it's not a cathedral, it's a church. It's a parish church. And that is my... and I don't know if he's got an airport named after him. I was thinking John Lennon or George Best. But I know that they probably... Unless he was... You're closing your eyes, which doesn't fill me with confidence.
Something in my eye.
I'm going to go... Gaudi.
Is that the correct answer? It is not, I'm afraid. If you had to have a guess, what would you go for? I know what I'd go for.
I'd go for Charles de Gaulle.
I'd go for Charles de Gaulle. Was it Charles de Gaulle?
Yes, to go,
Charles de Gaulle was the answer.
Sorry about the cathedral bit.
Yes. That may put you off the scent slightly.
sorry.
You were really focusing on the cathedral.
I'm obsessed
Sorry.
with cathedrals.
But the other two, he crafted a new constitution for the French in 1958. He was French,
Constitution.
and he does have an airport named after him. In fact, Charles de Gaulle Airport was named after him. Steve, before the show, Josie filled in some clues, okay, which should lead you to a city. But which city? The two great eras it reflects are, according to Josie, Roman and Georgian. In the Middle Ages, it was a centre for, according to Josie, old Roman stuff.
It's great era, isn't it? Yes.
Why, thank you, Professor. And your final clue, its famous historical residents include, according to Josie, sponge, loofah, bubble.
Okay, well, I'm only going to be able to go with a Roman theme, but with Georgian architecture as well. Is it Bath?
Right answer, Steve. Well done. Bath is the answer.
With a Roman.
So, that is so good.
Well done.
Sponge, loofah and bubble were beautiful clues. I mean, completely ignoring the beginning of the clue, but
Yes.
giving away the answer. Nicely done. The two great eras it reflects are Roman and Georgian. Are absolutely right. In the Middle Ages, it was centre for wool. But listen, sponge, loofah and bubble did the job, right?
Wow.
Did the job. Now, Jeanette, before the show, Lloyd filled in some clues. And it should lead you to a person again.
Okay.
So which person is this? His reign began in, according to Lloyd, clues like that are always difficult, Westminster Abbey.
I told you I'm obsessed with cathedrals.
Nice. He became king when, according to Lloyd, a parent died.
This has backfired massively.
He famously had a, according to Lloyd, stutter.
Okay. King George. Do I have to give like his full title?
Yeah, you do, I'm afraid. There's been a lot of them.
His Royal Highness, King George. Oh, King George the 8th.
George the VIII. It is not, I'm afraid. Any clues over here?
6th, I think, isn't it?
Is it 6?
Sixth, Lloyd?
It is
Yeah, King George the
VI.
Sixth. Absolutely right. His reign began 1936 in Westminster Abbey, so I'll give you that. He became king when his brother abdicated.
Oh, my God.
And he did famously have a stutter. That's what the King's speech was about. That's the end of that round. Well played, everybody, up to a point. Let's take a look at our leaderboard, shall we? Steve, you have 1. Jeanette, you have 2. We have joint leaders. Our 2 stand-up comedians, Josie and Lloyd, have 3 points each. Here we go. Lloyd still hanging on to that lead. 3 rounds to go in this week of House of Games. Our next round is All in the name in this round. Fingers on buzzers, everyone. I'll ask you a series of questions, but the answers are contained within the letters of your own name. A point if you give me a correct answer, 2 points if you give me a correct answer on your own name. First two questions, the answers are within the name Steve Cram. Fingers on buzzers, everyone. Here's your first question. Greek island on which the 2011 film The In-Betweeners movie is set. Yes, Steve.
Crete.
Is it Crete? Well played, 2 points to Steve. Nice start to the round. Next one, again, Steve Cram is the name. Running's the game. Style of improvised jazz singing featuring nonsense syllables and other vocal effects. Yes, Lloyd.
Scat.
Scat? Absolutely right, it is. Well done. The next two are within the name Josie Long. Okay, 2 points, Josie, if you can get one of these. 1 point for anyone else. Short, memorable song used in advertising. Josie.
It's a jingle.
Jingle? That's nice, you've got jingle in your name. Next one, again, Josie Long. 2 points for Josie or 1 for anyone else. Title of 1985 adventure film about a group of kids, including Chunk. The... Yes, Josie.
The Goonies.
Goonies? Well played, Josie. Another 2 points for you. Great round for you so far. Jeanette. You can get 2 points if you get one of these next two. We've got Jeanette Kwakye up there, and here are your clues. Penultimate word in the NATO phonetic alphabet. Steve.
Yankee.
Yankee? Absolutely, well played. Yankee is the answer. Next one, 2 points, Jeanette, if you can buzz in here. The pantomime dame in Aladdin is known as Widow what? Yes, Josie.
Twanky.
Twanky. And our last two are in the name Lloyd Griffith. Here we go. Series of 3 closely related films or books. Yes, Lloyd.
Trilogy.
Trilogy. Oh, it is trilogy. Well done. 2 points for you. Final question of the round. 2 points for Lloyd, 1 point for anyone else. Word that follows American in the title of a top 10 hit for Green Day. Yes, that is Josie.
Brilliant.
Idiot.
Idiot. There you go.
Yeah,
That's less good.
That's fun, isn't
There
it?
we go.
Bullying.
There we go. That's the end of that round. Let's take a look at the scores, shall we? Jeanette, you have 2 points. Steve, you have 4. Lloyd, 6. Josie Long has a 3-point lead with 9 points. Well done, Josie. 2 rounds to go in this week's House of Games.
Come on, Lloyd.
3 wins so far for Josie, 1 win for Steve Cram. Round 4 today is... I'm terrible at dating. If you take your tablets out, please. I'm going to read out a series of events from history. You just have to tell me the year in which they happened. And whoever gets closest wins themselves a point.
Battle of Stamford Bridge.
Yeah. Here's your first one. I wonder if you could tell me when this happened. Turtle, the world's first submarine built for military use, is launched. What do you reckon at home on this one? World's first military submarine. Steve, what was you thinking and what's your answer?
So I think a submarine was used in the American War of Independence.
So what have you
I think
gone
I've gone
for?
a bit too early for that, though. 1765.
1765, you're saying. Early for a submarine. Josie?
Yeah,
What are you
way off.
thinking?
1914.
Gotcha. Jeanette, what was your thinking?
There's no thinking, Richard, unfortunately. I've just put 1890 and just wishing and
1890?
hoping right now.
That's a year. That's a year.
Yeah?
Lloyd?
No. I mean, yeah, I thought I'd gone really early, but I mean, I've 1893. So, I mean,
1893.
sandwiched between quite hot, like,
Yeah, so very close to the two
awful
of you.
date range.
Let's take a look, shall we? When was the first military submarine used and who scored a point? Oh, Steve Cram. Well done. 1776.
Well done.
And you are absolutely right. American War of Independence. Here's your next one. I wonder when this happened. The first James Bond novel, Casino Royale, is published. What do you reckon about this one at home, Casino Royale? It was during the American War of Independence.
Yes,
wasn't it?
but
it
yeah, I
was.
think you're right.
Josie, what was you thinking and what's your answer?
I just sort of saw it as a 50s thing, so I put 1951.
That's a 50s thing, isn't it? 51.
Yeah.
1951, says Josie. Jeanette, what were you thinking?
1937.
37, so pre-war and post-war so far.
I also saw
Lloyd.
it as a 50s thing, but I went a little bit later. And then he went with 51, actually. I went with 1957.
1957, that also I can confirm a 50s thing.
Thank you.
Steve, where are you?
Well, a little tad earlier, 1948.
1948. Not a million miles away from each other, 30s, 40s and 50s. Where are you at home on this one? What do you reckon? The first Bond novel, Casino Royale. When was it published? Who scored a point? 53 is the answer. Josie, you get yourself a point. Well done. 2 years out. Very nice.
Really happy for you.
Turns out it was a 50s thing.
It was a 50s thing.
Next one. In which year did this happen, please? Nearest wins. Sir Francis Drake begins his circumnavigation of the world on the Golden Hind. This definitely has the feel of a question where someone has told me the answer of it at some point in my life. When was Sir Francis Drake's circumnavigation of the world? What do you think at home on this one? Jeanette, what's your thinking here?
Again, not much thinking. 1810, I think it's probably a bit too late, but...
1810,
Yeah.
says Jeanette. Never know. Again, it's a year. Lloyd.
Yeah, I think I should have gone earlier, but I've gone 1786.
1786, says Lloyd. Steve Cram.
Well, I think he was Elizabethan. So I've gone 1588.
1588, says Crammy. Josie, what are you thinking?
I think I've gone too early, but I would like it known that I tried to make it look oldie-worldy.
Oh,
great.
that is a beautiful script there.
Very nice.
It's almost like you've carved it into the tablet with an old-fashioned chisel. What do you reckon at home on this one? Who's got a point? When did Sir Francis Drake begin that circumnavigation of the world? 1577. Steve Cram, he's good at this, isn't he? He is good at this. One last question in this round.
Steve Cram.
They're calling it the Steve Cram round. That's what they're calling it.
Grammy is just my
Because I'm old.
Because you're not that old, though. You're not,
No, no,
you're not 1577 old.
No, it's true.
Next one. The first modern Olympic Games are held in Athens. We have 2 people here who've been in Olympic finals.
That is not fair. What about the first Edinburgh Fringe Festival? Well, I mean, exactly. I mean, I wouldn't be able to answer it, but it would be
81.
nice. 19...
So, what do you think at home on this one? More importantly, what do we think in the studio? Lloyd, what are you saying?
Well, I actually had this as a quiz question when I was doing a quiz the other week, and I can't remember what the answer was.
Oh,
but I think it was around this point, but there's no point going, because we've got 2 athletes here that probably studied it.
1886. Says
1886.
Lloyd. Steve, you're clearly a very good historian anyway. Are you a good historian of athletics? Which
So
is
you're
your
close.
Oh, brilliant. Okay.
1896.
1896, says Steve. Josie.
I got 1900.
1900. They're all there or thereabouts, aren't they?
year after.
Jeanette, our other Olympian.
1896.
I mean, you don't need to be Sherlock Holmes. There's a clue here as to what the answer might be. So our 2 Olympians are both saying 1896. Our 2 stand-up comedians going either side. Oh, who's going to be right? If you're bang on, you get 2 points each as well, which would be very handy. What do you think at home?
Unbelievable.
What did you think? And what do you think now? And are those 2 things different? The first modern Olympic Games were held in Athens in 1896. 2 points for Jeanette and 2 points for Steve. Very well done.
Unbelievable.
That's a relief, isn't it?
6.
Well played. Well played. Let's take a look at our scores, shall we? Here's how we're looking. Jeanette, you have 4 points. Lloyd, you have 6. Steve, 8 points. Catching up. Josie, you got 2 point lead with 10. Very nice. Lloyd, you can pick up 4 points in this final round.
I don't think I can.
Of course you can.
It's going to be about
Of course
Olympics.
you can.
No, it's not gonna be about
If it's a cathedrals, then I'm in.
You never know. Shall we play our
Yeah.
final round of the week? It is, of course, Answer Smash. Josie takes a 2 point lead into this final round. Can she keep that lead? Point for a correct answer, point off for an incorrect answer. Steve Cram just 2 points behind. Who is it going to be? Here's your first category. Rock bands is your first category. Those will be the pictures. There'll be clues underneath. Which sitcom starring Lee Mack premiered in the UK in 2006? Josie.
Slipknot going out.
Slipknot going out? Slipknot not going out. Point for Josie Long. Next rock band. Which savoury dish associated with the US state of Louisiana is traditionally made with meat, seafood, onions, celery and peppers? Josie.
Pearl Jambalaya.
Pearl Jambalaya? Very nice. Pearl Jambalaya. And next rock band. Which puppy-stealing Disney villain has been played by Betty Lou Gerson and Glenn Close? Yes, Lloyd.
Motley Cruella de Vil.
Motley Cruella de Vil? Motley Cruella de Vil. Lloyd gets himself a point as well. Next category. Olympic 1,500-metre... Oh, no, sorry.
I'd walk out. I would walk out.
Yeah.
Seafood is your category. Those will be the pictures. With clues underneath. What name is given to a canvas or cloth sheet stretched over a frame and hung above a shop front? Yes, that is Josie.
Prawning.
Prawning? Must be, mustn't it? Well done. Prawning. Prawn and awning. Next, seafood. Which word precedes Salvation, Genesis and Dark Fate in the titles of 3 films in a franchise that began in 1984? Yes, Jeanette.
Lobster Wars.
Lobster Wars.
That's funny. Is that bad?
It's wrong, yeah. Josie.
Lobster Terminator.
Lobster Terminator is right. Lobster Terminator. Lobster Terminator. Here's your next seafood. What is the 11th letter of the Greek alphabet? Josie.
Loistepsilon.
Loistepsilon? It's incorrect.
Oh, I lose a point.
Anyone? When this came up, I thought this has got all the hallmarks of a question we're not going to get right. So I tell you.
Oh.
Clamder.
Absolutely no idea whatsoever.
So clam and lambda. Clamder. Well done if you said that at home. It certainly foxed us all here. Here's your next category. Oh, that's us done for the week. We are done for the week. Well done. Thank you so much, everyone. It's been a terrific week. On Monday, Josie won. On Tuesday, Josie won. On Wednesday, Steve Cram won. Then Josie won again Thursday. Who's won on Friday? It is, of course, Josie Long. Well played, Josie. Congratulations. You get yourself a prize. Which prize would you like?
I'd like to give Jeanette the espadrilles.
Oh, Josie Long wins and gives Jeanette the espadrilles. That's lovely. Well done, Josie. Shall we find out who our champion is? Ooh. I wonder who it could be.
Suspense.
Ladies and gentlemen, your champion of House of Games is... Josie Long. Well done, Josie. Congratulations. I mean, Steve and Jeanette, you've already got plenty of trophies at home.
Yeah.
I mean, Lloyd, I don't know. Listen, one of those things, isn't it?
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah. Genuinely, it has been a pleasure having you, Lloyd and Jeanette and Josie and Steve. Thank you so much for a brilliant week. Congratulations to Josie as well for taking home the trophy. Thank you so much for joining us as well. We'll see you next time on the House of Games. Josie Long, everybody.